Peace, peace, peace. This is your international sales and marketing hitman, your humble hip hop sales coach, Tiger Toledo. And you already know what it is, man. You rocking with the best, you heard? So I want to do this quick masterclass, man. It's amazing. It's amazing. Uh, what can happen to the mind when you are doing cardiovascular? I kid you not. Every time I am on the treadmill, I just the adrenaline, the blood starts flowing, you know what I mean? And then you like really just clicking when you do some cardiovascular. But so it prompted me to want to do this video. Shout out to you guys that are tuning in, by the way. Let me see if I could pull up this chat. Live chat. I am live, by the way. I am live. So come say hello, please. Come say hello. So it's a funny topic, right? Why I failed as a drug dealer. Hey, what up? What up, Drea? G? What's going on? That's that's why I rock with y'all, man. I kid you not. Kim, what up? I see you over here at YouTube, baby. I told you I was making a transition. I'm making my transition. I'm coming over to the YouTube because they do not suppress my content. Instagram, they suppress their content. Before I go into the story, let me give you guys a couple of quick strategies what to do with Instagram right now, okay? TikTok is punching Instagram square in the face and kicking them in the nuts. What they're doing now is TikTok is the number one social media site in the world right now. I repeat, TikTok is the number one. Thank you for calling me Diddy. I love Diddy, so I take that as a very great compliment. Thank you so much. Call me the Notary Diddy or the hip hop Notary. What? I'll be Diddy. I'll be Diddy too. So because TikTok is beating the hell out of Instagram right now, Instagram is in dire need of retaining viewership. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, they're in dire need of keeping you on to the Instagram platform. So they have made the shift over to Reels. If you haven't noticed, your posts, your regular videos ain't worth shit. Stories ain't worth shit. Reels is where it's at. And what Instagram is doing is they're pushing your content way more aggressively through Reels. Okay. Now here's the tip on how you maneuver with the Reels. Where's my sunglasses? This is weird. Anyway, this is what you do with Reels, right? You create a 30-second reel. 30 seconds. That's all you really need. Anything 30 seconds or less. You get straight to the point. Not only do you do that, you have to find a way. Now, I'm still working out this reel stuff, but adding captions to your reels, okay? Adding captions to your reel. So everything that you're saying is literally typing it up. You've seen those videos before. And then not only that, you want to add music. Once you add the music, hold on, let me see what that question is. Question VA says you can only charge $5 per document to notarize any way around that. Absolutely. I'll address that in a second. So adding music to your actual Instagram reel. Now, there are popular songs, and Instagram will suggest this song. They'll tell you stuff like, this song is very popular on Instagram Reels right now. Even though you may not like that song, use it. The reason why they're suggesting that to you is because it's triggering their algorithm for them to push your content a lot stronger. I'll give you an example. On my Instagram, I have like 3,700 followers, right? I don't even like using the term followers and shit. That shit is kind of whack. Um, but I have 3,700 other, co-creators. I'm gonna say that. And I created a video. That video reached 17,000 people. I'm like, how does it reach 17,000 people if I only have 3,700 followers? That showed me that organic reach and Reels is where they're pushing your content to be viewed by more people. So they figured if your content is viewed by more people, you're more likely to stay on their platform and not go over to TikTok. So just wanted to share that with you. So that question that just came up, um, you're in VA, $5 per notarization. There's two ways around that, right? One is they're telling you what you can charge per signature. They're not telling you what you could charge for your time. How much is your time worth? You understand what I'm saying? They cannot put a price tag on your time. They could put a price tag on the notarization. They can even put a price tag on the mileage, but they can't give you a price on what your time is worth. You understand? And not on top of that, we live in America, which is a free market system. We live in a free market system. What does that mean? That means that people can you can give a person a price of, let's just say, $250 for an affidavit, a one-page affidavit. It may sound ridiculous to you, right? But depending on the importance of the affidavit to that person, they have the choice of agreeing to your price or going with someone else. So that is a free market society. It's not a communist society. We don't like, they can't tell us like, um, hey, if Kim Yanni gives a price of 250, you have to pay the 250. No, you don't. You could be like, oh well, I'm gonna go shop around. That's why America is great, because you can make up your own prices of what you feel is valuable to you. That's why you can go to Ross or Walmart or something and then buy a t-shirt for $5, and then you go down the block to Marc Jacobs and spend $400 for a t-shirt. Andrea said, are you taking on mentees at the moment to show your notary business? I'm trying to finish fourth quarter strong. Oh, I love that. I love that question. Drea, if you are not part of my academy, you should be on top of in my academy, the Notary CashFlow Academy. Right now we are going ham. Every single week right now, I'm doing a mastermind, which I charge for that, but because academy members, I want all my students to finish strong. This is the most lucrative part of the year for a lot of businesses, even notaries. Do you understand that, like in Credit Karma has the data to show this? People are literally applying for new credit cards just so they can run that motherfucker up. They're literally applying for new credit cards so they can spend more money. Oh my God, Halloween is coming up. I gotta buy costumes. I gotta buy treats. I gotta do this. I gotta put one of those Snoopies, a Halloween Snoopy, on my lawn. Money is being spent. Oh my God, Thanksgiving is coming up. I have family members that are coming in. They're coming to my house. I gotta make sure that the shindig is off the chain, get food and refreshments and all of that stuff. Spending a hell of a lot of money. Black Friday, hell of a lot of money. They just made this thing up, Cyber Monday. There was never a Cyber Monday, but they put they created this fictitious holiday to get people to spend even more money because they knew Black Friday was just this cash guzzler, right? Boom. They create Cyber Monday. You need to be taking advantage of that. Of course, Christmas, New Year's, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve. It's just nonstop. It's nonstop. And so with those being done, you can offer different notary packages that says, hey, we're offering these different type of bundles, and I'll share some of the bundles that I have with you guys here. So when I was doing a lot of power of attorneys, I noticed that there were three groups of people, right? Out of those three groups of people, there were people that would just get the power of attorney. Then there were people that would get a power of attorney and a third-party witness. Then there would be a group of people that would get the documents, power of attorney, and third-party witness. So what I did was I created packages, right? I created a bronze package, a gold package, and a platinum package. The platinum package, of course, you get the whole kit and caboodle. I'm talking about documents, notary, and third-party witness to show up. Now that one ranged anywhere from $579. I think I priced it at $579 or a little bit under $600. And then the entry level, which was just the bronze package, it was just you getting the power of attorney notarized. That was $178, right? So I created packages according to what people needed. And I did that by doing the call script. And I'll say, all right, what are you looking to do? Do you have the documents already? Oh, no, I don't have the documents. Now, in the state of Illinois, it's required that you have a third-party witness that is non-related, not married into the family. Are you able to provide one, or do you need us to provide one for you? Oh, I need you guys to provide one for me. Okay. It sounds like our platinum package would work best for you because you're looking for a third-party witness and you're looking for, documents and the traveling notary. Oh, great. You guys have a package for that. You see how I was able to turn that into a much greater sale? If you guys don't have my call script, I don't know what you're doing out here, baby. I don't know what you're doing out here. So the call script is designed for you to have a trained ear to listen for invisible opportunities that most notaries cannot detect. They will never see these opportunities available. What they'll say is, oh, I'm sorry, we can't provide that for you. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't offer that service. Oh, I'm sorry, our notary is not even available. You said, do I teach on the fingerprinting? No, I don't teach fingerprinting. That I do not do. I believe Andre Hatchett has a course on fingerprinting, so you might want to check him out at the notarybusinessschool.com. He definitely offers that. So this story really has to do with, and by the way, I love your questions. Please keep typing in the questions. These questions come up pretty quick. It's hard to see sometimes. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Marketing ads, etc. in your academy. So in the academy, what I do teach is how to build your audience organically first. Because I believe if you're able to master it organically, doing paid ads is pretty simple. As long as you got the bread, like you could go ahead and buy ads in Facebook. You could go ahead and buy ads in Google. You could go ahead and buy ads on all of these other platforms. That's nothing. Like they're making it very simple for you to do that. But if you're able to grow your company, I grew my company organically. There's three ways to build your business, right? Buy, borrow, and build. So buying would be your advertising. Borrow would be like, hey, I jump on somebody else's platform and do a podcast, or this person puts me in their email and they they promote me, something like that, then you're borrowing that person's audience, right? And then the next one would be to build it organically, which doesn't cost you much, and basically everything is like a profit, right? So those are the three ways to do it. You build, buy, and borrow. That's how you build it up. Build, buy, and borrow. Okay. All right. Oh, by the way, so I don't forget, I do have a Power of Attorney Masterclass that is coming up October 18th. If you guys aren't there, my Power of Attorney Masterclass, it's a 3-day class. By the time you're done with that class, I would love to guarantee it, but my attorneys say I can't do that shit because I do not know your work ethic. But I know if you follow that formula, you will see success from it. So it should be in the description somewhere in there. Or you can go on the Eventbrite and then get your ticket from there. But going back to the subject at hand, why I failed as a drug dealer, and this has to do with being a notary as well. The reason why I failed as a drug dealer is because I didn't have solid role models. Every drug dealer in my neighborhood in Brooklyn, New York, all these niggas got locked up. They had a really strong summer and then they got locked up immediately. So in my mind, logically, I'm like, yeah, I'm a young kid. I'd like to get some money and buy some new Jordans and shit like that. But I don't have a strong, I understood the whole process of a mentor. He said, having a hard time understanding. I'm going to read that comment in a second. Don't worry. I didn't know really much about mentors and stuff like that. I understood teachers, but I didn't understand the importance of having someone to guide you through those things. Fast forward today, the reason why I was able to accelerate in the notary business very quickly is because I had a mentor. Shout out to Andre Hatchett, right? He put me on to game. Once I was able to understand the playing field that I was playing on, you can't play football with a soccer ball, right? You're on the wrong playing field. You're playing a whole different game. As he gave me, he helped me understand the landscape of it. And this only comes from coaching and mentoring. Otherwise, I would have been bumping my head against the wall trying to figure this shit out. And it would have took me years to figure this out. Years. So when I purchased this course, I'm like, oh my God, I can have an agency? What? I can do all of these different things, fingerprinting, apostille, power of attorneys, I-9 forms. Like, we have students that are killing it just with I-9 forms. Just I-9s. Like, that's all they do is I-9 forms. So I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, this is great. This is great. So once I understand the playing field that I was on, I was able to implement some things. Now, I have a sales and marketing background. So for me, naturally, I'm going to attack it and pour all of my talents into that. Remarkably, it blew the hell up. Now I'm like, okay, how are the other ways for me to capitalize on this industry? I'm gonna be 100% transparent, right? I wanted to write a book for 20 years. 20. I was trying to write a book for 20 years, y'all. In my 20s. I'm in my 40s now. I wanted to put out a book. It wasn't until I got another coach and mentor. You guys see the process of this? Ty Cohen with the Kindle CashFlow Academy. I bought his course. Within that first year, I rolled out 30 books. 20 years went by. I get a coach. Within the first year, I roll out 30 books. I literally made up for all the time that I missed. But it's because when you get around somebody that already has done the work, has already seen success, that is willing to share, because really they don't have to share none of this information. They could keep it all to themselves and then just keep eating and keep building up their team, and eat, eat, eat. Thank goodness for people like Andre Hatchett, Ty Cohen, uh, even Tech Amaku, all those people that are building courses to help other people. Salute to them, because it's like, how else are you going to get this information? Well, hold up, Kimmy. Let me see what you said. Let me see that comment. Um, no BS at I-9. I'm not that freak loan signings. I hear you, man. I don't touch them. I don't touch them. I will outsource a loan signing in a heartbeat. Like, I won't touch them. It's, for me, it's labor intensive. It takes a lot of time away from me. Um, and it's hard to buy that time back, because they require me to do a lot of extracurricular work, right? Like the printing and the scannings and the emails and the pictures of the receipt and going to FedEx. Those 5 components are beyond the notary's call of duty. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm printing for you. I'm not FedEx office. I'm running to FedEx for you. That's a high-end courier. I'm not DHL. You want me to do scan backs? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, again, I'm not FedEx office. You you want me to do all these crazy things? Let me see what you say on that. So Drea G said, "What course did you do of Hatchett's?" I bought the whole thing. I bought the entire thing. I think it was like 1749 at the but I had gotten a deal when he first started rolling it out. Um, so the first thing I did was, the first course I took on there, just because, again, because I'm a marketing sales guy, I went directly to the marketing and sales. And then from that point, I jumped into, uh, okay, I couldn't even tell you the process. So I went right into the marketing and sales, right? And then I put my own spin to it. And then I started receiving phone calls. This was January 2018. I started receiving phone calls almost immediately. I didn't even have a commission yet. I did not even have my notary commission stamp or journal yet. So I'm like, hold the hell up. Like, what am I going to do? So every time a person would call, guess what I said? Sorry, the notary isn't in. I'm sorry, the notary is not available. I'm sorry, all the notaries are running appointments. I literally was pushing money away. And I got sick and tired of that. I I I hated that. So he had another course that spoke about building a notary agency. I was like, ooh, this looks interesting. This looked like something that can solve the problem that I'm having right now. So I wind up studying the notary agency thing. And I was like, hold up, I could do this right now, even while I'm waiting for my commission. So I started a notary agency for the first 4 months in the notary business. I didn't receive my commission until 4 to 5 months later. And then, so at that time, I'm making money as an agency. So I want to show and illustrate this for you guys. I was making money as an agency first, and then I became a notary, right? And I said, oh, I was like, wait a minute, that's 2 streams of income. 2. I was like, I'm getting the agency money, and now I'm getting the notary money. Holy shit, that's 2 streams of income. So I just kept them going. So then I write a book about a year later, because things was like really, really going well. I write a book. Holy shit, that's a third stream of income. And I did not even step foot outside of the notary industry. So this was like, at this point, I'm like, hold up. If there was just one stream of income in this notary industry, I wouldn't pay too much attention to it. Then there was two, then there's three. So now at this point, I'm like, how many other streams of incomes can I produce and generate from without having to step outside of the notary industry? Because I was a so-called serialpreneur. I was starting all kind of different businesses that didn't even have to do with one of another, and I was getting spread too thin, and I was experiencing burnout and shit like that, and it didn't work for me. But this was working like a charm. So I said, okay, how else can I make money off of this notary industry? I wrote the book. Then people started asking me, hey, do you have an online course or do you teach this stuff? That's how my online academy came about. From the book, because people were asking me to teach them, or do I have a course or a curriculum or something like that? Now I create the online academy, which has produced tens of thousands of dollars for me already. I'm like, oh shit. That's another stream of income. Y'all walking with me? Walk with me here, man. Walk with me. So now I got 4 streams of income. Let me circle back around the book. Let me see what's going on with this book again. I have the book on, okay, now I got 4 right now, right? 4 streams of income. I take that same book. It's in Kindle format. So that's one that is selling, right? So we're just going to keep it at 4. Then I take that same book and I create it as a paperback. That's 5 streams right there. Then I take that same book and create it as an Audible. That's 6 streams of income. So I literally created 3 streams of income from one book. I'm telling you, this shit is different, man. Drea, I'm in Chicago. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but I live in Chicago now. So now this shit is hitting different. I'm getting physical money and I'm getting this digital money, and I never stepped foot outside of the notary industry. So I'm like, okay, whoa, what's going on? This shit is lit. This notary industry stuff is lit. So then I go into private coaching. You want to talk about getting that bag. Now me, I just don't have the temperament to teach people one-on-one like that. But if you're one of those people that have the temperament for, yeah, you're getting bags. For sure. You're getting bags. And I'm going to let you know right now, there are new notaries that are coming into this game every single day that need coaching, and they're looking for somebody that's willing to teach them this stuff. I know, because I was one of them. So I did the coaching thing for 1 year only, right? I had about five private clients, right? Doing 101, they all paid $3,000 each. You know what I mean? That's 15 grand right there. 15 grand off the rip. And it didn't even, so now I'm up to 7 streams of income, never stepping foot outside of the notary industry. And it just gets better, you guys. It grows more and more and more. And I'm like, I'm just scratching the surface at this point. At this point, I'm just having fun. Now I'm taking the notary stuff to YouTube, and I'm gonna continue to build my audience through YouTube, and then extract another stream of income talking about the stuff that I already do know and enjoy. So anybody tell you that you can't make bread actively or passively inside of the notary industry, They're lying to you. I'm letting you know straight up and down, like they're lying to you. They're not giving you the full truth. Now, does it take work? Of course, anything takes work. You go to work takes work. But at least this is yours. At least you're the boss. At least you own this stuff. Right now, we're teaching notaries how to write their book. We have a book publishing mastermind. I'm teaching notaries everything that I know. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm a toot the shit. I'm a 3-time best-selling author. So yeah, I got some tricks in the bag. You know what I mean? I could show you some things. I could show you some things that's going to really get your book ranking high, and you can actually start making money way before you write your first goddamn letter. Like before you write once upon a time, you already made money on your book. So now I teach that to the students. So many, what's the new way now? Oh, software. We're in the talks of creating a software right now. Shout out to my man Tech. He lives out there by Silicon Valley. We're in talks of creating SaaS, software acting as systems or some shit like that. I think that's what they call it, SaaS, right? So we're in the process of developing software now. What else? Live events. You're going to start seeing a lot more notary live events. You're going to see opportunities for notaries to go speak at these live events. That's another stream of income. I just did one this year in Virginia for Sustainable Notary Conference by Renee Dentman, who's one of my students. And it was amazing. It was in Virginia at the Hilton. This is what happens when melanated people, do their thing, man. We bring a lot of swag. We bring a lot of flavor. We bring dancing. I'll be that Diddy. We bring in all kind of. We're just rhythmic people, man. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I love seeing it, and I want to see more melanated authors. I want to see more online courses created by black and white. By more melanated people. White people do their thing already. Shout out to them. Keep rocking. Right here, we got something else going on over here. You know what I mean? We got something else going on over here. And it's lit. It's real lit. So any last words, you guys? They said, yeah, Diddy, I got my state license in Maryland, required to loan. How long? These chats, man, they like fade away from you. Printing paper and OnePlus at people's houses ain't for me. No, I hear you. I'm with you on that. Another great way to make money too, in this industry, which gets slept on a lot, is document liaison. Document liaison, creating the power states you cannot notarize the document that you create, right? Or you basically, you're really doing data entry. And when I first started doing it, I was charging like $47, but now it's up to like $100 plus to create the documents. And it's awesome because I don't have to run the appointments, because the other notaries, I'm an agency, right? So I can create the documents and then send it over to the client, and then I dispatch a notary to go notarize that document. So I just got paid twice, technically, because the notary is an independent contractor. The notary doesn't work for me. That notary is an independent contractor. That notary is a 1099. So they're doing that on their own accord. But I brokered the deal. So that's another way that you could get around that too, Drea. with the $5 thing is that you become an agency and run the numbers up that way too. Because technically you're not notarizing the document, you're brokering the deal. You're brokering the deal on that. So you don't have to abide by the $5 signature thing. You're not notarizing nothing. That makes sense? Let's see. Anything else on here? But yeah, oh, by the way, be sure to subscribe to this page, you guys. I'm trying to grow my audience. I used to get paid from YouTube, and then they changed the threshold, and now I gotta get 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours and stuff. So if you guys can help out with that, I really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel. Andrea said, wait, I don't know. I'm in Virginia. What city do you hit? All of them. I'm nationwide. I have a nationwide agency. So literally right now, today, I have an assignment going on in Alpine, California. So no, I have no restrictions. I dispatch notaries in Virginia, New Jersey, Maryland, California. I'm getting a lot of business out in California lately. Texas, of course, Chicago, Indiana. Like, there's no limit to it. Everybody's commission is my commission. Everyone's commission is my commission. Kim, you said you want to write a book, but not a big book. Can I make money still? Absolutely. My first book was only 97 pages. Or was it 127? Okay, my first book was 127 pages. My second book was, I think, 87 or 97 pages. And then my third book was like 127 pages. And then here's the thing, like, you can use screenshots. You can use quotes that take up a whole page. You could do the acknowledgement form. You could do a shout out page, and that takes up more pages. Oh yeah, I show you all that. Not only that, you can make your font an 18-point font, and then do a 1.5 spacing instead of a regular spacing. Oh shit, do a two-line spacing. This will stretch out your content even more, so now it falls over or it spills over into the next page, which accumulates more pages for you. So there's tactics and ways to go around those things. But write that book, girl. Write that book, please. Yes, I want to start off as an easy read, if not long-winded. Yeah, I always recommend, don't try to put everything in your first book. Matter of fact, don't try to put everything in a book, period, in any book, period. The trick is this. Create a series. Create it as a series. So let's just say you have this book inside of you, right? Like, I can write a book and I got like 400 pages in me, right? I could produce like 400 pages. I wouldn't even recommend that you write 400 pages worth of content. I would tell you to break that into 4 different or 5 different books and create it as a series. So when one book is done, you have another book that comes out, and then another book. So let me ask you this question, right? What would you prefer? Would you rather get paid $30 for a 400-page book, or would you like to get paid $30 for 4 100-page books? You see how the numbers can really rack up? So now you just took that one book and created into 4 books. You created into a series that basically accommodates the book preceding it, and then it's like a mini docu-series. It's phenomenal, man. And I didn't learn that. I did not know about that until I got that coach. Until I paid well, I paid $4,000 to get Kindle CashFlow Academy, but it paid itself back, and it continues to pay itself back over and over and over again, because I didn't even think about creating Rise of the Smart Notary as a series. That's why you have those 3 series. It's because of that academy. They taught me how to do that. It was like, oh shit, I could do this. And now I have 3 books. Now remember, each book, technically, it has 4 streams of income. What are the 4 streams of income? You have your Kindle, which is a digital format, basically like an ebook. Then you have your paperback. Then they just rolled this out. They didn't have this before. You can now get a hardcover on Amazon, right? So now they're producing hardcover copies, and then you can produce it as an Audible book. But wait, it gets worse, right? It gets even better. If your book really starts to do well, you can translate it in different languages and then sell it into international markets. Like, I have books that sold in Brazil and South Africa. Now, in Brazil, they speak Portuguese, but the #1 language that Brazilians want to learn is English. So they're buying the book out there in Brazil because there's notaries out there all around the world. I'm done. Yo, check out the Power of Attorney Masterclass. Subscribe to this channel. If you guys want to check out the academy, go to stampingfordollars.com. I'm here, y'all. Peace.